Good morning. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm grinding coffee. We have no more coffee. Our coffee beans are like our emergency coffee when we don't have any coffee. So now I have to grind, but it's okay. And yeah, I do think it tastes really great if you freshly grounded coffee, but it's a lot more work. So I'm grounding our coffee for this morning. I'm gonna see what I can do today. I was very sick like the past couple of days. I had a fever and I was puking and it was really bad. But I'm so much better right now. And I thought I'm going to the forest today and maybe pick some wild garlic because it's a season and I haven't been, and it's always a nice trip to do when it's sunny, and today is supposed to be sunny, and also to take the dog. She loves it in the forest, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. Everyone wondering why I'm not just buying new coffee. On Sunday in Germany all the shops are closed, so I cannot. I love the smell of freshly grounded coffee so much. It's so delicious. It reminds me of Turkey when we were there. Like on every street corner they were grinding coffee or like toasting sunflower seeds. The smells, delicious. So delicious. And the smell of grinding coffee reminds me of Turkey. I just finished making my coffee, delicious, and I think I'm gonna enjoy my coffee outside on the balcony just because it's now sunny. It's been raining for the past, I want to say 3 weeks. Like in between were like 1-2 sunny days, and now this weekend was sunny, but I was in bed, so I feel kind of like I missed out on the sunshine. So I'm very excited to now have my coffee outside on the balcony. It sounds so nice. I'm so excited for summer. Don't get me wrong, I like winter as well, especially if it's nice and snowy, but it wasn't really that snowy here, and then it just rains, which is nice as well for like a couple of days, but for a month it's just too much. So I'm excited for the sunshine now. The birds are like so excited for spring. Like now when the sunshine is out, they sing so much. It's so nice. And also I wish I had a better camera. There's so many squirrels in our garden, or in the community garden that we share with all the apartments. But there's so many squirrels, and they go up the tree and down the tree, and then they sit somewhere and clean themselves. I don't know, it's so cute. I love to look at them and see where they're going next. So sweet. white garlic secured. Just make sure when you pick white garlic, you know, like what you're picking. White garlic is very easy to identify, but still you need to like check some things, because sometimes it looks very similar to other plants. So just be sure when you pick white garlic. But I'm so excited for the white garlic. We are going to make like a white garlic pesto tonight with some pasta, which just sounds amazing to me. And I don't know if you can hear it or heard it at the place where I was picking the white garlic. The place where I always pick is close to like a dog shelter, and it makes me sad every single time, because they're like, especially on the weekends, they just bark the whole time, and I want to adopt all of them. I feel so sad, but I obviously can't, but I hate that so much. If you're wondering why my dog is always on a leash, especially in this forest, there are a bunch of deer, and we once had the situation where our dog ran after the deers and we couldn't find her for a while. So now I'm just making sure she doesn't run off, and I have her on a long leash and she can go for a while, but I'm just making sure that she's not off completely. It is so crazy to me that we had our dog now for a year. Like, time passes so quickly. It's been an amazing year. It's been so nice to have her, especially on days like today where you can go out and the sun is shining and you can go out for hours and you have a little companion. Just so lovely. Not saying it cannot be challenging sometimes. Yesterday she bit through my knitting needle while I was knitting, because she was like, ooh, a stick, and it was a wooden knitting needle, which is fine, but in the moment I was a little upset. But I guess she doesn't know that I'm knitting with it, so it's okay. Next week I'm going to my grandparents' house. It's so nice. It's in the Harz region, which is quite hilly, and it's like one of my favorite regions in Germany, I would say. It's so nice. I love to be there, and I'm so excited to go. Also because I haven't seen my grandfather in like 2 months, so it would be nice to see him again. I'm going back now a different way than I normally would, because I lost my ring earlier on the walk, and I think I have an idea where I lost it. I hope I lost it at home, but I don't think so. So I'm going back like where I walked before, so that I can maybe find it. That would be so nice. But otherwise, it's okay. Just have a little bit of an attachment to my rings because I wear them every day and they don't really take them off. So I had my ring combination, this one and this one, for like the past 2 years. So, but it's okay, then I can find a new one if I can't find the old one. I get all my rings from flea markets, by the way, if you're wondering. I feel like because I was sick and I couldn't really talk to anyone, I have such a longing to talk. I'm sorry if this video is going to be super rambly and me just talking straight to the camera for like 20 minutes. I hope you're still enjoying it. I'm just gonna ramble on about everything, if that's okay. I was also thinking when I come back from my grandparents' house that I'm going to do like another balcony makeover, because my balcony needs some love. I already planted some things like sugar snap peas and some dill and some other things I forgot. And my mint is already coming, which is lovely. I have a lot of chamomile, which is already growing. So it's all coming together. I'm so excited. I feel like this year I have more time to actually put things into the ground, because last year I was so rushed because we didn't even have like anything to plant anything in. So this year I feel a bit more prepared. And like I can just buy plants and put them in the ground and it's all good. So I'm very excited for it. Oh, maybe as another update, I started my driver's license, which is so exciting. I know I'm very old for starting my driver's license, but in Germany it's so expensive. Like it's 3,500 euros in the area where I live, and it's ridiculous. Like, which young person has that just saved up, especially if you don't have a consistent job and you have to like pay rent and food and everything. But now I have a consistent job, or a bit more consistent job. I finished university, so it's all a bit easier. And now I started my driver's license this week. So excited. But it's a whole process. It's like 1,000 questions that you need to know, and yeah, I'm just working on it, but I'm excited to do it. I'm so ready to have a license. It's ridiculous how much it costs. I know, like in the US and other like countries, it's so much cheaper, but now I can pay for it. So it's fine that it's ridiculously expensive. I hope I have it done before the summer. So maybe we can rent a car so we can go on a trip with our dog. Because that's the thing, you can't really... It's so much easier if you have like a car and with a dog. Just because we can't really do... We used to do a lot of like biking trips. We can't really do that with the dog, because even if she's like in the back, it's not really fun for her. So now if you have a car, we can drive somewhere, walk a couple of hours and then drive somewhere else. That's the goal. So I'm gonna speed through my license and have it in the summer. Fingers crossed. We are back from our walk now. It was so lovely. It was so nice. The weather is perfect right now. I sadly couldn't find my ring on the way back home. Maybe I find it in the apartment, but as I said, it's not that deep, it's okay. But yeah, we had a great time. We just sat outside and had a little sip of water. I feel like I got already quite a lot of sun. My skin is not used to getting this much sun. So maybe sunscreen is the way to go. But I'm going to wash my wild garlic in a second and make my pesto so that we can later have some nice white garlic pesto. We had lunch and then we had coffee and we chilled a bit. Yaram went to go bouldering, so he's off with friends. I think he's going to come back maybe in an hour or so. And I'm starting with the wild garlic pesto. I have all my wild garlic washed. I thoroughly looked at every leaf to see if there's like some shit on it. I don't know how you say it politer, if there's some shit on it, and checked it just because we're gonna eat it raw, so we don't want like any bacteria on it. And I'm gonna mix in some nutritional yeast, some salt. I don't have olive oil anymore, so I'm gonna use hemp oil. And I also toasted up some pine nuts and some cashews, just because I didn't have that many pine nuts. But I'm gonna start with blending my wild garlic, which is always a bit tricky. I sometimes add a bit of water or already some of the oil just to make it easier to blend, just because they're quite big, like the leaves are quite big. I might cut them before as well, just to make it a bit easier to mix it. And I'm always going to use an emergency blender. If you have something else where it works easier, go crazy. I'm gonna use an emergency blender, and yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna start by mixing it, and then I'm gonna show you, like, I always eyeball it kind of, how much of the measurements I use, but taste it in between and check it. But I'm gonna start by blending it. Okay, I mixed up all my white garlic. It's now quite liquidy because I added quite a lot of water. I don't know if it was a bit too much water, but it doesn't matter if we mix it under the pasta later. And I'm now going to show you my roasted pine nuts and cashews, and I'm gonna mix them in as well. And also I think I'm gonna start mixing in my nutritional yeast and my salt and my oil. Here are my roasted nuts. I did like a 50-50 ratio, I would say. Maybe a bit more pine nuts. And I did it a while ago, so it's not too hot. I also think the white garlic always has like the best color. It's like such a vibrant green. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it has like the most beautiful green. Anyways, I'm gonna add my nuts into the white garlic. Now I'm also gonna add my nutritional yeast. I think I'm gonna just do that much, maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna see later if it needs some more. And then I'm also gonna add some salt. I think maybe that much. I think later when it mixes with all the pasta, it doesn't matter that much. And then I'm also gonna add my oil. I would normally use olive oil, as I said, but I do think hemp oil has a very nice flavor, or it doesn't have like a strong flavor, but very mild and nice one. So I'm now gonna mix this and show you the consistency after. I think now you can really see the consistency and the color. Like, the color is beautiful. And yeah, it's just a little bit of a thick, runny consistency, but I think if you mix it with the pasta, it's perfect. So I'm gonna just let it sit and cook my pasta, mix it together, and maybe put some nutritional yeast over it later. I think I will wait with cooking the pasta just because I'm not quite sure when Yaran is coming home. I also have some mending to do. I have like gloves of mine that have a hole, and a shirt, and also a jacket where I want to change a button. So I think I'm gonna do that in the time I wait. I'm not quite sure how interesting it is for you to see me mending clothes. It's just, I feel like I have a never-ending pile of mending clothes. Like I mend stuff and then I have other stuff that I need to mend, or like stuff where I want to change something, like on this jacket. I think this jacket is beautiful, especially for summer, like throwing it over. It's linen, it's very nice. I'm just not a big fan of the button, but I have these beautiful wooden buttons, and I thought when I change it, it would look so much nicer. Like, visualize with me. Ah, that would look so nice. So I'm gonna do that. Change the button. That's a very easy fix. I think that's why I wanted to start with this. It's just feels like it's going to take 5 minutes, and big change, big satisfaction. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm also always keeping the buttons for, I don't know, other projects. Maybe I once find a project where I like this button. So don't you worry about me throwing away a button. I have like a whole jar with random buttons. I'm turning into my grandma. Do we think it's cool if we put on the button with red? Or should I use brown? I don't have that many colors as options. Or as I have this beige tone. Maybe that's nice. Oh, I think this is nice. And it's also a bit of a thicker thread. It's like a grayish, brownish, almost purpley tone. Alright. Nice. That was an easy fix. Jacket fixed. So much nice. Look at it. Ooh. The lighting in here is kind of bad, but it looks a lot better in my opinion. So it can go back into my wardrobe. I'm just picking up all the stitches on the front of the finger, and then I'm just going to close it. It shouldn't take too long as well. This is how the thumb's looking now. It's very bad, it's not focusing. I don't know, it's fixed. I'm gonna fix the other hole now. I feel like this is not very entertaining, so I'm gonna entertain you. Because last weekend my brother came over, and I first thought about filming the weekend, but it was raining non-stop and it was not very much fun going on, and we just talked a lot and it was very sweet. But we had a little bit of a dancing session in the kitchen, so I'm gonna insert that here, so feel entertained. Okay, I hope that was a little bit entertaining. Isn't my brother like the coolest person on earth? I finished my glove. The hole in here is gone as well. You can't really see because the lighting is so bad, but it's all fixed and nice now. They're ready for next winter because I'm hoping it's not going to be that cold that I need the gloves again. And my last project for tonight is this sweater. Such a beautiful sweater, especially now for spring. It's like a bunch of beautiful flowers. It's so cool. I love this color. It's like a greenish yellow, but the seam on the bottom is opening up, which is just right here. It's just opening up. So I'm just going to go over it so it doesn't. I fixed the sweater. It's no longer going ribbling up. Very nice. Ready to wear. And that's all the mending I'm going to do tonight. Now I think I'm just going to cook the pasta. I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna cook now. Okay, I have my portion of very green pasta that I'm gonna enjoy now. I'm so looking forward to it. It smells amazing. I love wild garlic so much. I think I need to go back in a couple of days and pick some more. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I wish you all the best and I see you next week. Bye!